Well, everyone out there in TV land, you guys know who I am. I have finally embraced what you love to call me. I am Krista Joy, known as Baby Gannon, and let me tell you, this is going to be heckin' amazing. Why? Because we have a living legend that has come back to commentary. So, you gotta say, and put some bunnies in chat, if you sub to Adirondack Rick. And we have VTorp here. VTorp, one of my idols, Bun Overlord, has decided to grace us all. VTorp, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for quite the intro. I appreciate it, and yeah, I guess I'm coming back to maybe do some comm here and there. I really have always enjoyed Z1R, and the work that Fred's done, and we have two amazing runners today. Two really good people. I fear facing them in any race.
Yes.
And also, I appreciate your name change.
Yes, everybody keeps saying my canonically accurate roar. It sounds like Baby Mario. So we're just gonna roll with it. And this is one heck of a battle. This is Mags Rush, y'all. And we have my mentor, who is Yumi, going up against the stallion of all stallions here, Stagliciously Antlers. And Vitor, why don't you give the lowdown for everybody on what Mags Rush entails?
Well, it certainly entails rushing for the magical sword, which is at 10 hearts guaranteed. It is your standard 8 Triforce required seed. The Armos item is guaranteed to be the red candles, so you don't have to bother going and searching for any candles or buying any. You can freely take hearts out of the take any's. And we have a massive large secret.
Yes, did you see that? 142 buckaroos. And this means that, we can, if we do see it, buy some arrows immediately. Or if they want to do a bold strategy, Cotton, and save up for a blue ring. What are you thinking with your expertise there? We get the bomb on Antler's side. How would you use that 142 bucks?
Let's see. I personally, if I were one of these two players, I would be buying arrows. I would not be getting a blue ring. But I am not one of these two players. So if it were just me, blue ring all the way.
I'm rolling with the arrow because, you got to start murderizing as much as possible. And in Mags Rush, the quicker you find, you have the candle there, but you're probably looking for a bow so you can have the longer projectile damage. But, oh man, who knows what shenanigans we can expect from this there, Vitor.
Absolutely. We also found both of our free hint givers actually giving hints. That is another thing of this setting, is that the hints are mixed, whether they're useful or community hints. So both of them telling us where they can find the white sword, and I forget what the other hint is for. We'll just say for something good.
Yeah, so right now we did get a good location on one of the heart containers. Now, for everybody out there in TV land, let me tell you, hearts mean everything. So you need this seed to love the heck out of you and give you all the hearts. Because the quicker you get to Mags, the quicker you can actually do some damage. You!
Absolutely. And we have our first sword sighting for Yumi. Getting the wooden sword. Well, that's just a few screens away from their start screen.
Yeah, that's actually a great location. So Antlers found 5 and said, nah, I have jack diddly nothing here. And we have Yumi going into 4. I can appreciate that. The only problem is going into a level with no bombs kind of hurts hard.
It does, but at least he has a sword, and he's done. He's gone. Oh no, he's looked like he was about to pirouette, but maybe he's just changing his mind. Or he's pirouetting.
I'd like to think, because he is my mentor, that wow, we got a ladder right there. So we got a ladder block right out the rip. I'm
Absolutely.
surprised he isn't trying to count for bombs, because he does have both red candle, and you can embrace your inner pyromaniac and burn everything. But to start getting a count going on some bombs. And 3 and 4 are right next to each other, Vitor.
Oh, wow. That is always nice to find. I would happily take the low-numbered dungeons. They're usually smaller, they got more items. You get free keys on the floor.
All right, 50-50, and Yumi's going up. Alrighty.
I'm getting nothing so far.
No. This all right, $60 for arrows, and that bait requires a second mortgage loan. Got those Neiman Marcus prices there, you know.
It's good meat. Come on,
Wow.
tasty.
Yes, if you want to go to Salt Bay Steakhouse and get your bait from there, but we're trying to, go to Walmart and get the Wally World price bait.
It'll be around, I'm sure. Antlers turned around from that. There was a key shop there, pretty reasonable keys. I think it was like in the 60s range. And then the Wizards even pushed him back in, and it was like, nah, I don't want these keys. They're not for me. I would have bought a key. I don't think I'd be sitting on this much cash.
It looked like the little gel friends here have rolled up because they did not bite the dust. Look at that. It takes 2 HP. That's unfortunate.
Oh, and here is Yumi's first set of bombs, getting the bomb upgrade, +4. High quality.
You know what? That's not a bad price. 112 for 4. It's moderate target prices right there. So and I always hear talking about a count. You don't need a count when you get the whole bomb shop. Also, we have a segmented 3.
Wow, and that Triforce is just hanging out in the segment too.
Yeah, I'm just proud of the little gels there. They're like the little gels that could, working hard. Also, we got a Saki door there on deck, and all the ladies going to Yumi. And $118 key that gets a negative Ghost Rider from Antlers.
But the bomb shop right off the start is pretty nice. Reasonable price. I think it's 1 less than it normally costs, right? At 19?
Yeah.
So, that's not the worst. And those will be following in Yumi's footsteps here.
Yep, here's 4. And, Antlers can bomb this room right here, where the Zulls are at. The Zulls are weaker than their little counterparts. Oh my.
That makes me happy. I like weak Zulls, little squish'ems.
But the little Hershey's Kisses, though, they're the little Hershey's Kisses of doom.
So Yumi finds the transport staircase, that place, turns around, decides he wants to get the other item out of 3 beforehand. Gets a flute.
So level 3, having Jasandi's tutor and the magic key, this is a great find for Yumi.
Absolutely.
Wait, did the bats roll up? Wait a minute. The weak enemies, they got their stonks. Oh, baby, let's go.
I totally missed that the Eniki is in 3 as well. Must have been the floor drop. Wow.
Yes.
So 3 will pay dividends.
Yeah, this was great. So we know Antlers is going to get that in just a minute. And to get early tutor and early magic key is absolutely amazing. So I wouldn't be surprised if, this overworld kind of bites, but we have $19 bombs.
Actually,
and we don't have to worry about key purchases. So you know what, Vitor? Antlers did the right thing by not buying the key.
Fair enough, fair enough. But I mean, what are you gonna buy? What are you gonna? I guess it's arrow money at that point.
Well, if you shoot like the A-Team or a stormtrooper, yeah, you're gonna need $196 to hit something close range.
I do shoot like that, so yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I don't think these guys shoot like that, but
I shoot like that in Z3, and I'm proud of it. You know, hey, I got that stormtrooper aim. And armed with bombs, Yumi does go back to 4. Kind of figured that. Ooh.
yeah, I think we determined that 4 is actually ladder blocked.
Yeah, that looks like that's the only way. So that room, went in there just to bomb it and make sure, because it wasn't at the leftmost side. So it did have, a little wiggle room to work there. Also, what are the flags? Asked by chat. We are in Max Rush. So you got to get lots of love and then defeat 8 dungeons to get 8 Dorito pieces. And then you will be going up against our Bacon Overlord.
I can't disagree with it. We need more bacon in our lives.
Yes, yes, yes. You give me some bacon and I am good to go. Antlers now embracing the ways of the Jasandi by getting the tutor. So we know this is going to be 2% here. This is great,
It's 2 really nice items to have this early in the game to kind of... and both of them getting it means one of them isn't going to be like, oh, I'm going to conserve keys because that's, well, hopefully. Uh-oh. Decision time. For Antlers.
So Antlers... Ooh, if Antlers gets the Triforce, is Antlers gonna go back into 3 to get that magic key, Vitor?
3 is so small. I 100% expect Antlers to go back in for the second item. And am I going to be proven a liar? I am not.
No! Yeah, because it's tiny. Like, if it was huge, like a 6, 7, or 8, okay, you ain't going back in there. But lucky for Antlers that this is small. And so far, we are seeing ladders of plenty. But so
wow, level
being impacted.
Absolutely. We have level 5's map, which I think looks like a Goron, like Medusa. That's what I'm going to roll with on that one.
Oh, the Gorgon Medusa?
Gorgon, yeah, that thing.
I was thinking a Naga from Chrono Trigger.
Okay.
A Naga, because they have that little body. And they're always there, but it's a snack. We know for doggone sure that's a snack. That's not a snake. It's a snack.
Definitely a snack.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yes.
Oh, Goma creeps with the book. That is some good news.
Interesting. So.
Oh, go ahead.
On Antler's side, little surprise, Antlers did not go back to 5. Also, buying hints. Oh dear, that's a gamble. That's a
big gamble, but I mean, at this point, knowing that you're probably not going to be spending money on anything else, I could see burning the money. Right, like the only other he already has the arrows. But blue ring would be the only other purchase. Maybe bombs when you need them.
Yeah, maybe because my skills are lackluster, I'd be using that for medicine money. They did get the note rather early. If I'm gonna blow some cash, I want to get some vitamins in there. So
Oh,
one,
that's fair. Yeah.
yeah, because right now they are running on. You have Antlers on diet life right now, and you don't want to be in danger too much, because unplanned dying causes problems. So Antlers is going to explore 5 and find out its ladder block, but it's good to get that knowledge.
Absolutely. Yumi picking up the 4th heart from the take any that Antlers already had. Not been doing. We've been covering the right side of Hyrule, east side of Hyrule, pretty well. Not really going to the west side at all. Like, we haven't gone to Vanilla Start or anything. I mean, it's early. It's early. But still. There's a lot of open caves that could be looked at, and especially with the candle, a lot of work that could also be done.
Anything can happen, I know Antlers is a beast at this game, but why not have that extra protection? The safety bottle,
The safety bottle.
Yes, you have the safety bottle.
I love it.
Unlike the bottle in Z3 that does absolutely nothing, because Sick Kid is usually worthless. So, you can get some absolute use out of a bottle here with some medicine.
He just wants you to go catch bugs for him, that's all.
I don't want to catch his bugs. His bugs can get hacked, man. Because all those bees do is kill me. It's like, not the bees turn me into the Wicker Man there, B-Torp.
Anyhow, Yumi catching up to where Antlers was on Vanilla 1Q5 and rolling up to the original White Sword Cave. Not gonna find much but some rupees.
$1 here for Yumi. It's about time. Yes, not the bees. You have to agree, chat. Chat knows the deal.
Gotta avoid the bees. Oh, did Yumi bomb down in level 5 and find the staircase? I don't think Yumi did. I don't think 5 is necessarily ladder blocked. That's not good news for Yumi.
Yeah, because the more, because when going up against someone like Antlers of all people, do not want to give Antlers any leeway. You have to be so aggressive. And 5 is conquerable.
Yep, getting that Triforce and leaving is fine.
Uh-oh.
But I think Antlers searches the rest before picking up this Triforce. That makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Try to find out what's in there.
These Vires. Just beefy Vires.
The mugger rooms, listen. I have failed at Monopoly more than enough times to know what that means. You do not pass go and do not collect $100. $200. It feels bad, but Antlers now doing the exploring with the NEQ will be able
to find the mugger.
See, that's the other reason you keep the money, so that way the muggers can get it from you. Just another day in New York City.
That's fair. Did you call that mugger into existence though? I think you did. You're
You know
mentioning
what?
mugger.
Everybody blames me anyway, so I'm quite used to it.
I'm just saying, there were no muggers before. You start talking about muggers, and all of a sudden, there's a muggins happening.
Well, you know what? I am from New York City, there, Vitor. It's like the next door neighbor, you know? Also, see, this is why you have that emergency medicine for when you take too many hugs in a dungeon.
That's true. It's doubly segmented in 5 or 2 sets of transports. I fully believe that every time you see Aquamentus, you should kill Aquamentus. Just saying.
Now, he suffers enough by being so easy, and it is a necessary heart there. Uh-oh.
Necessary heart.
Yes, it saves you one step away from death percent, you know? You gotta take whatever you can get.
So does that mean 5 is a double heart 5? Because Antlers was not clearing floor items.
Might be.
But Antlers... No? Then it's an item Antlers picked up because they have 5 hearts. They picked up the one in the basement, and they picked up the one from the Take Any. The bow was in 5, says the chat. I must have missed that.
So, bow on 5. This is bad for Yumi. But it requires the ladder to get to it. I think. No, I don't think so.
Oh, it was in a river room. Okay. So they both know where the bow is. And luckily... that's actually not the worst for Yumi. Yumi will have to go back for the Triforce. It's 8 Triforces to get into 9.
You know,
Okay, where he clipped for the bow. We're just gonna... Antlers just did it all. One time.
that's a full clear then.
Yep. It looks like then... I mean, Yumi will have to go back, so there is that. And we'll probably go back after finding the ladder, which obviously is not going to be... Hopefully is not behind the bow.
If it's behind the Goma, that will be the
That would be a very
GG
bad
moment.
thing.
That's one of those things where you say GG.
Yeah,
Because
but...
that's hurt.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Antlers in level 2, which I think was right next to the Forgotten Spot, north of 1Q1.
Yeah. All right, and we have Gleeok, a 3-headed Gleeok on deck here. And look at that. We have a great game of dodgeball here for Antlers. And gets the recovery fairy. You love to see it. And Yumi, who is now broker than a joker with only $1. He is known as $1 Chuck for now. And we have our favorite enemy, Vitor. It's the Lionels.
Our favorite enemy. Oh boy. Dodge beams. Good times.
Hey.
Favorite.
Listen, if you could dodge a wrench, you can dodge some swords coming at you, you know?
Yes, you can. Yumi walking onto a screen and I think found a red Wizrobe as they like to hang out right at the transition.
Oh, yeah. You know, that level 2 looks like an art project that I had that fell in the rain. So...
That's good. This is just a room that I would not want to be in for Antlers.
Now look. Now see, right now, if you had that medicine, see?
You'd still be going back to the beginning of the dungeon.
We had Druis in chat who was going, well, Antlers never dies. Those Lionels beg to differ.
Oh, these are...
And I think Antlers is gonna yeet himself out of that room.
Going for another shot through the room, maybe trying to do some damage boosts or candle boosts through. Yumi picking up another heart container.
All right.
Quickly turning stuff around.
Going to Yumi right now. And a wood sword is worth Jack Diddley squat. Like, it is doing next to no damage against those Lionels.
Oh, but these other rooms are much nicer.
Yeah, getting the Zals on deck. But you know what he could have blown his money on?
I'm
gonna say it.
Is it a potion? Is that where we're going?
No. I got what protects you against sword beams.
Was there bait block not required, by the way. We found our hungry Gibdo in level 2.
Yes, you could have blown your money on a big shield. That's the hottest take in this community, you know? If you got that extra money, why not? Just invest in big shield protection and learn some proper dodge strats against our Pizza the Huts, the likes.
Haven't seen any likes yet this game, I don't think.
Oh, give it time. They will come. Oh. You know, if you speak it, they will come.
So, fair enough. We got Yumi with the Any Roads. See, one of them at the forgotten spot. Must have walked through all the other ones.
Yeah. Okay, so it was... The bats are still weak, and... We got the compass.
I don't think Antlers has pulled anything out of this, too. Okay, I stand corrected.
The croissant!
It is very tasty. It's very tasty.
Yes, and Triforce scraps. We are 3-1 in Triforces.
Yes, we are. Although, I would probably go back. Yeah, there's another item. It's on the floor. It's not a big dungeon.
Nope, you just murderize everything and get that floor item. You know, you exert your authority over the blue Lionels, and you know that'll learn them for trying to mess with you there.
That's fair. An upside is that room does not drop in 2, so you don't have to spend too much time playing with the Lionels in it. Just get through it and move on.
Oh, you gotta show them who's boss, man. You gotta take them out. That way the other Lionels will be afraid, for you are an evolved dragon.
Okay. Alright. I've always wanted to be an evolved dragon. I will take it.
You know, embrace your inner Charizard.
Oh, I think this room that we originally died in was, seems to be the other item. And we are 100% using lag strats by getting as much of the fire on the screen as possible. Give you the extra time to think about stuff and move.
Yeah, Antlers playing a little bit more conservatively, and as I said that, walked right into a sword.
I did not see what that was. That was so fast.
It was. Are you ready? The greatest item in Z1.
Yes. Let's see. That would be.
Banana.
Yeah, that sounds moldy. Are you sure it's not the greatest item? Is maybe the raft because you can beat things with it?
No, with the raft, you burn it and then you use it when you don't have a ladder. You know, climb the logs of the raft instead.
Oh, that's fair. I can see it. Yeah, I don't know about I am a never banana person unless it's the base banana. I don't like my bananas weird and moldy. But even then, I'd usually avoid it.
It means that it's strong, man. It's got it ate its Wheaties. That's why it is the color it is. But the banana, you know, banana supremacy. Yes. See, even chat knows. Chat understands the ways of the banana.
Ways of the found level 8 just south of 1Q1. So 2 screens away from level 2. I am oh, Gleok lurks by lake. Thanks.
That was real helpful there. Where?
Yeah, see, my problem is this. It's your Gurias all now have these boomerangs that fly across the room at high speeds. That's what I can't stand. I'm a neverator, by the way. I can't do it. I'd spend all day in this place.
Look at that 8. That 8 reminds me, well, it's abstract. Oh, it's abstract.
That's fair.
And to answer chat, if it's like the winter turning, no, nothing like it. This is Mag's Rush on deck, and we have another heart for Antlers. So you know what?
I'd buy them. You got 224. You're not saving that money for anything.
I know, and look, you get some money back, a return on your investment, and it helps you blow everything up.
But just Antlers, go buy the bombs. Buy the bombs.
Yeah.
You know it's +4. That'd give you what? A whole bunch. Some amount. There we go.
There we go.
All is right with the world.
And then you use the rest of it to get... See, there go your likes, the Pizza the Huts. I told you, if we speak it, they will come.
Fair enough. And now, no reason to have the large shield.
Absolutely. You go and get that large shield that helps you with your dodge techniques, because you ain't touching one of these with a 10-foot pole. Yeah, so it helps you maneuver, because we all know Z1R has some of the great... Z1 in general has some of the greatest controls, right there, Vitor?
Oh, yes. There is nothing like getting gridded. Nothing quite like it.
And look, see so many of them.
So, something of note, if this room, which won't drop the ladder, doesn't drop the ladder, then we're ladder blocked out of 8.
It dropped a whole lot of nothing.
Well, we knew it wouldn't drop the ladder because of the
of the block.
Well, of the heart we picked up earlier on the floor. So.
Yeah, that means we have to go down staircase for it. But I'd like to think, hey, Mags is found.
Mags is found. No one is anywhere near enough hearts for Mags.
You know what? I would have to embrace my inner otaku and Chidori somebody. You know, just get the heart that way. Bada bing, bada boom. Slightly illegal, but I'm sure nobody minds that at all.
Well, if we're bada binging and bada booming, did Antlers just retry?
Can never go a stream without somebody roasting me in chat. That's why I love you guys, man. Chat always roasts my chestnuts.
Antlers just retried all the way back to before having a wooden sword. Oh no. That's rough. That's real rough.
Oh no.
I have a bad feeling, yep. Antlers just took a knee on this particular one.
Oh, not this way.
That's I know the feeling, and I've been there. Let's see what happens. Because it looks like
they'll re-roll.
I don't know. I don't assume Yumi's gonna. I don't know. If Yumi wants to finish this out, that's up to him, right?
Yeah, we gotta give some sad faces in chat for poor Antlers. That is just rough. And, Antlers got pretty decent ways away. And now we have Yumi in 8.
Yep. So Yumi's about to find out the bad news about the ladder block, and I think Antlers is just gonna take a knee for the rest of this, and Yumi's gonna go ahead and bring it home. Is the current statement. Yeah, Antlers retried to essentially before picking up the wooden sword, and the statement is that the select button was stuck, and yeah, it's unfortunate. I think if you've played enough of these, you've done it at some point, and you either decide to keep going or you don't. And in this case, it's a lot of time lost.
Yeah, a lot of time. That's you hate to see that. Yumi is gonna finish it out and try to bring it home for both of them.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, there's also the note of Antlers knows all the things to do, but you can't guarantee that you remembered everything, because I don't think Antlers is one to keep a tracker of every single place. So it would be like pulling knowledge kind of thing. Anyhow.
Yeah, plus he'd have to go back, get the magic key, and that's dipping through 3. Grant you 3 is short. 5, you have to remember the route, has to go back and buy the arrow. That's a lot of time lost. Is it recoverable? Possibly, but not in. And you have to look at your fatigue, because you're going to be tilted as all heck. I would be Vitor. I'd be
super tilted. Although the reality is, I think Antlers would have had a shot because of 5. Because I think Yumi has it in his head that it's ladder blocked, and it's not.
Yeah,
there's a
you
chance.
Fatigued.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to play anymore. You just lose interest in it. And I think that's probably the reason why. And I gotta respect the fact Yumi took the key despite having the magic key.
Well, if you leave it there, somebody else will take it, and then they'll be able to go through the doors.
Well, if they had the ladder, then they deserve to go through the door.
True.
They earned it. You need to get good. And Yumi. Pots. We are not as good as you, though. We are not as good as you. If I lost 30 minutes in a rando seed, that's it. GG, I'm forfeiting. I'll just take my race time GG score is like a little minus sign Vitor. So it doesn't matter to me if I DNF. So hey, I'll just DNF in a heartbeat.
No, that's it's rare. Actually, I was, before doing this, I decided to play a few seeds for fun, and I got one that was blue wizrobes on every overworld screen and starting in the graveyard. Let's say I DNF that one, because that's just not pleasant.
Yeah.
But this is one of those. I have actually been in exactly Antler's spot where I lost about 15 minutes, and it was, I'm going to keep playing, but I know that I'm going to be not winning because of this.
So, chat, be kind, okay? You have to remember that there are many factors which lead someone to DNF. So you could have it at, I don't want to do it anymore, and that happens. It happens. So don't knock the runners. Antlers is fantastic. We know he's fantastic. He'll just come and find a way to stomp us in an SMB3 game later. Antlers, yeah, because I'm the SMB3.
It's Antlers. As you were playing, the part that got me was like you did the up and A, and then I saw the retry. I'm like, wait, did you just retry? And then the moment like you didn't have the sword, I'm like, this is unfortunate. This is probably that moment. But GG's, you were really doing some good work there.
GG's, Antlers. Just take it out on the Super Mario Brothers community. Because he stomped many of us in the Mario main tournament VTorp. Like, Antlers is dangerous. Antlers is dangerous. So he could just stomp on us. It's okay.
Well, it's things in pool the balls roll funny sometimes for everyone kind of thing. There's always going to be something that kind of goes off.
Why are we taking it out on me, Chad? But TV Torp, everybody blames me. It's a known thing. Anything goes wrong, just blame Crystal. It's perfectly fine.
If you're all right taking the blame, I mean, then that's okay.
I'm used to it. You find out that Catfish has your item in Z3, blame me. And you find that Hobo is required, blame me. You find that you just played Pendant TR and got nothing, blame me. So everything is blamed on me. I'm used to it.
It happens. Oh, there's the ladder out of 6.
Of all places to have the ladder, 6. Ugh.
I was on, so, and this is, I would, true to form, if the ladder were in 5, then honestly, I would have been like, Antlers, keep playing.
Yeah. We are blaming on the rain. Yeah. Okay, we got some blame game going. So Yumi's going to 5 now, because Yumi believes that 5 was hard ladder locked.
Absolutely.
We can also go and explore 4.
Which definitely was hard ladder locked.
Yes, that was very hard ladder locked. And then we have our strong little nuggets of sunshine right there.
Was this possibly a super room? No, it is not.
Chet has a point. We should blame it on the Pizza the Huts, the likes.
But they didn't do anything. They were just there, being.
They exist. They exist. They get the blame for existing.
They just want hugs. Everybody wants hugs.
Yeah, but they're bad hugs. They're bad hugs.
They're delightfully warm, sweatery hugs that keep you from taking damage from anybody else.
Zelda won't be home. Did you see that room? Oh, man.
That's rough. Although, I don't understand that room. Why is there so much wall around it?
Well, it keeps everyone from hearing Zelda when she's crying for help. When she's going, help me, please. Oh, Link, I have been captured by Bacon, and I'm a sausage person, It comes down to that. It does that. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. This was before she canonically has telepathy, I guess.
Eventually she does get good in Ocarina of Time,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
She's a sausage person.
Yes, she's a sausage person. That's the new canon, okay? That's why she is allergic to Bowser. She's like, I don't want bacon. I want my sausage. Also, Yumi finding 9.
That's
And in Z2,
yeah, that's
in
nice though.
Z2, she was just asleep.
Just the whole time. Yep. Until the end, she wakes up.
Yeah, but you know, if I was Link, I would be like, you know what? Pay me. Because I did all this hard work. I went out there, I beat the Disney princess Gooma. And yes, that's because that's my sprite VTorp when I play Z2.
Okay.
That Gooma is a Disney princess. Also, we don't need to use Adirondack Rick math because it's 94 if you buy 2 blues. So the cheaper option is red, and Yumi's rich. So I would buy it just because I can.
Oh, we got some hints up here. We just learned to take the Bow Wow for a walk.
Well, now, this is the wrong game for that. That would be Link's Awakening.
Absolutely. And the final hint is where the raft is with Gorilla.
All right. So it's just letting you know that 7 has the raft for you to burn because you know you got to show that raft who's boss.
Absolutely.
See, chat stays wildin'. That's why I roll with chat, even though they're always roasting me apart. And that's something Yumi is teaching me how to do. The screen wrap.
Mm-hmm. Screen scrolling, yeah.
And I do it very badly.
I'll tell you, the 2 things that learned me the most was I was doing vanilla, like the no up and A. Oh, here's level 1, by the way. I was doing no up and A any percents, and somebody said to me, if you're doing a right side to left side screen scroll, after you do the 1 frame tap, try using your sword. If you can use it, you didn't do it right. And you're one pixel probably off you're too far to the left.
I think, is that what I'm doing? Because I can't get, and grant you, maybe it's because I'm using an Xbox controller, so it's a little bit harder for me to do that. I do try.
Oh, that I can see would
be fail.
Yeah, I'm using like an actual like NES controller, which I feel is a little bit easier because it's kind of bouncy on the D-pad. But
yes, I do when I'm not playing Zelda, I'm playing Dead Rising. So that's why I have that controller. Why am I still using heals? I know you sent me the SNES controller, but it doesn't work. I tried. Plus, I had a great game of Dead Rising going on, so because I actually run that game, Vitor.
Oh, nice.
All right, and we have wand action.
Little combat upgrade here. It'll make going through the game a little bit easier since we don't have wizrobes and dungeons. That's definitely a plus to have the wand.
Yeah, you know, I prefer the wand for bonking. You know, just instead of using magic, just like whack it across the head. Just use it like a mallet.
Yeah.
And I think Yumi's going hundo mode. White sword in 1.
So level 1 is just the combat package. There's one more floor item in 1, I think, that we haven't seen yet. And since we're still on the search for silvers, Yumi's going to clear every room. And I'm guessing we're going to see the red ring. This is like the full combat outfit dungeon, is my guess.
$40. Don't you dare.
He has the
white sword. Get that -1. Okay.
With the white sword, I would actually consider just not taking mags. That would be where I would be at.
But in Mags Rust, don't you have to take mags though?
Is it actually required?
It the mode is called Mags Rush. I'm gonna rush Mags, man, and I'm gonna just murderize everything with my shiny red sword. You know, if Mags isn't required in Mags Rush, then I would like to speak to the mode creator.
I think it's just that it's set to 10 hearts, so that you're guaranteed to get it quickly. What did we pick up? It was something on the floor. Probably the other boomerang would be my guess.
No Mags on a Mags Rush? That is crazy. That's not even crazy. That's crazy.
I guess that's crazy, as we have learned.
Yeah.
I mean, you always want mags. There's no land where if you knew you could pick up mags, you don't pick up mags. I think. I would always pick up mags if I knew I could get it.
The type of person that just plays to do.
Well, this is a fun force. Is that like a dancing man?
What's in here, Diesel Pirate? I'm hunting wabbits.
Oh, we got a FUD action going on here.
Yes. You request Elmer Fudd, I'm going to give Elmer Fudd. And that looks like a happy dancing Atari sprite.
There you go, yeah, just keep flipping it back and forth and it's exactly that.
We actually do have a wabbit in chat. It's wabbit season.
Oh, goodness.
I know. And you're the... Oh, no, I'm saying that in front of the bunny overlord. Oh. I'm going to get like a mad rush of bunnies that's coming to Florida. They're ready. They're armed and ready.
You already said how hot it is in Florida. They ain't going down there. They wear fur coats year-round. They're fine. They're like, nah. I'll stay where it's cool.
They could go surfing, though. You know, they could do some surfing. I totally endorse bunny surfing.
There actually is a species called swamp rabbits that like swim and play in that. What did you pick up, Yumi? What did you pick up? I didn't see it. Stop standing in the center of the room.
It's Pasta Fest season. Oh. See, this is why you need to do more comms, Vitor, because our chat is just wild, and most of the time they are chaos chats, and I love it because I am probably chaos personified.
There's nothing wrong with a little bit of chaos.
Yeah, you gotta have a little bit of chaos. And wait till I get back into my Z3 comms. Oh, the roasts are plenty. The roasts.
We're just picking out a floor item, and for Yumi hasn't done 5 yet, so doesn't have the bow.
You know, if Fred was watching this, Fred would be very disappointed in the Gibdo abuse. Fred would be like, listen, why you there trying to kill my poor little sprite?
I'm team kill Gibdos, so poor Fred.
Okay, they're cute though. They're little mummies, and in the later games, if you do use fire on them, it does burn them into a Stalfos. But they're a hoot, man. They keep the blood pumping.
Well, let's start going with who's team Gibdo and who's team like. Think nice sweater hugs. You can have a like sweater. Oh, second item is another heart. So 4 is a bust. We
are at max % now. Here
that
we
is
go.
True.
Gibdos are better than likes. Likes are like that overly obsessive girlfriend that hugs you and never lets you go. And although I'm a big fan of Rick Astley saying, I'm never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, but like, no. When likes want to party, you gotta say no.
But they don't want to give you up. Unlike the Gibdo, who just wants to beat you up. You gotta think about that.
Well, considering I'm originally from the Bronx, I mean, hey, we come out the womb fighting. So I'm Team Gibdo. I'm
Team
Team
Gibdo.
Gibdo. Yes. I'd rather throw down and be done with it.
Y'all watch out. The next, we'll call it, we're not gonna have something different from Twilight. Moonlight movie is gonna be Gibdos versus Like-Likes, and we all know that the Like-Like can just hug a Gibdo, and the Gibdo won't be able to do anything after that.
Gibdo is already long past its expiration date. So, the Like-Likes have a lifespan. The Gibdo is eternal because they're undead. So I'm rolling straight with the Gibdos, We got the pocket immortality there, and they can take that hug and be like, let's see who will outlast who. It could be 150 years, and that like will still be regretted.
Yes, but the Like-Likes remind me of pancakes, and I like pancakes covered in maple syrup.
Yeah, I call them Pizza the Huts. Yeah, from Spaceballs, you have Pizza the Hut.
They'll send out for you.
Yes. They go into retirement. Yes, there's the old Gibdo retirement home. You just go right over there.
Well, welcome in, Shiner. We'll let you know right now. This is called Mag's Rush for the magical sword, which is guaranteed to be at 10 hearts. Everything is randomized. Items in all dungeons, the shapes of the dungeons. Oh goodness, kill Aquamenace. Thank you. I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought. But Yumi decided not to take that heart.
Wow, heartbreaking Yumi. Basically, randomized means that, I don't know if you're familiar with the vanilla game. The vanilla game has the items in a set location. When this is randomized, the items are all over the place. Now, there are different modes within Rando, and each one has its own distinct property for winning. And in this case, we are playing Mag's Rush, which I'm happy Yumi went and got the mags, because that would have been very disappointing to play Mag's Rush with no mags. The magic sword is one of the components for victory, and we have 8 Doritos, which is 8 Triforce pieces, in order to get to level 9, where the Bacon Overlord himself, Ganon, is residing. You know what?
Gives up the heart from the mugger.
Why? He's got $100.
Well, he doesn't want to. I mean, I don't disagree with this. 9 hearts and 10 hearts are about the same, health-wise. Like when you're thinking about it, one less heart is one less heart you need to get sword beams with mags. That is what you're gonna want.
Mm-hmm. Me personally, I'm like max heart percent. Like, yeah, Ganon, I got more health than you. It's normally, I think, 4 with mags to get him to turn red.
Yes.
Or in a whole bunch of wood sword to
15, I think, with the
15?
wood sword. 15? Sounds right? 15 or 16?
Yeah, I don't know why I was under the impression 20. I was thinking 20.
It feels that way.
I know, especially if you don't have him in a stun lock. Also, Yumi, what are you doing, buddy?
Yumi is confused
he needs
because
the bow.
Did not find the bow. Gonna pick up the Triforce and come back in? No. Gonna search for the bow.
What are the white numbers in the middle of the items? That is the level in which that item is found.
Yeah.
So The bow, which is what Yumi is looking at, that's the runner on the left, is looking for, is in level 5. So Yumi is trying to full clear 5, did see the Triforce, but knows that the bow is here. And the
I don't think Yumi knows that the bow is here, but definitely knows.
Didn't he get the clue? Didn't he get the clue?
I didn't think there was. Was there a hint for the bow?
I think.
No, I don't think so. I think that Antlers just found the bow because Yumi's picking up the Triforce.
Oh no, Yumi! Oh no, that's not good. Danger, Will Robinson.
I think in this particular, he's going back in. Good. In this flag set, I think important items can be a 9, so the bow could be a 9, I believe.
No, I think important items is off.
Is it? Okay. Well, then I stand corrected.
Yeah, don't wish that, because then I know my mentor, he would, gamble on 9 bow and silver. No.
But, well, on a side note, we haven't found 7 yet, have we?
I don't want Yumi to take 2 hours to find the bow, though, chat.
No, we do not.
No, because that would leave him dispirited. But the bow is hanging out here. I think
it can't be in this room.
No, it's not.
Yeah, the only way that it could have been in that room is if that room were a diamond staircase. Yumi's missing it. Nope. Okay.
This is gonna feels bad for Yumi right now. Because Yumi was in the room and thought he killed everybody, but he didn't, because there was a Wallmaster.
Oh, yeah, that would definitely make it more difficult.
So now Yumi. Hello, Moonlit. Yes, I am the one known as Baby Ganon over here. I have embraced the ways of the memes. So I'm gobsmacked.
Oh, going for these hints, but all 3 of these are garbage, aren't they? Other than it tells you that Raft is in 7, I think. This is where we find that out.
Yeah, but nobody likes Mito. We didn't like him in Ocarina of Time, man. Get out of here. So Yumi wasting money. Yeah, you're right. He doesn't know. Oh, noes.
So
that's not good.
Not good at all. And 8 would be the play, where you go. He's probably going to dig all of 8.
And that 8 is a monster.
It is. I think we're headed to 8 right now. Yeah.
So we might just see a 2-hour seed. Oh no!
Well, at least Mags will make the traversing 8 not nearly as bad, because you'll be able to clear through these enemies pretty quickly.
Now, I'm thinking Silvers is in 9.
I always think Silvers is in 9. I think Silvers were just meant to be in 9 at all times.
Yeah, it would be great if 9 was vanilla. Because that would make the red ring absolutely useless.
I mean, you'd still pick it up if you found it.
Yeah, it keeps you can keep on low health percent. Also, Yumi dodging the link support payments as he sees our friend Dodongo in NSU.
One of the worst rooms for him there.
Yeah, especially if you ain't got a ladder. You could
That's
just,
true.
at least in Ocarina of Time, you could throw bombs into his mouth, you know. Z1, sort of, you can't do that.
It's
So,
this magic game of hoping he doesn't turn around at the last second. Just all the...
we are also in lag percent, and that lag caused Yumi to catch a boomerang to the face. You know, getting your extra potassium always feels good, right there, Vitor?
Absolutely, and you get to see it in slow motion with all that lag. It's real nice.
And
Watch
we
it
have
coming at
chat
you.
in here. Chat is thinking that we are Bagu since they are Era. And yeah, why not? We'll just open a bridge up to Saria and help Yumi out here with a bow. We'll just put it in Z2 form there, Vitor. It might find it quicker, you know? It might be found quicker. You never know.
Absolutely. Well, in Z2, all of Z1 is a tiny part of the map. So, entirely possible. You could find it in like 100 tiles.
Yeah, also Ganon, not in his native home. Which is really bad, because that is where the bow can be found over the water. You know, yeah, make him equip some boots and get the water check in Z2. I'm for it. Yeah, you know, let's switch games.
Alright, I expect Yumi to go into hyperdrive now that we know where the Tringle is in this place. The only thing we're looking for are 2 staircase items.
Yeah, which is not going to be here.
Nope. Still have to clear the rooms where the shutters happen, but otherwise, and every room's going to be a shutter room.
Percent. Oh, this is an 8 that is geared for me.
Well, here's a potential room.
Yeah, here we go. We got one rope snake. All right, here we go. Will the snake lead to an item? Nope.
Not at all. Not at all. Although I would have potentially taken that anyway. Well, I guess we are going to take it. No. Nope. Okay, I'd take it just to see the other staircase that it's attached to.
Yeah, why not? You know, it's not like this 8 is small. You just go get lost, call Hyrulean AAA to get you out.
Absolutely.
Easy peasy. Alright. Item here, a heart. Yumi dodging that. You know, the poor game is going, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. And Yumi's like, nope. Just smash that heart right back. Oh.
I'm thinking this is going to be a triple heart 8.
Which means Yumi gets nothing.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it only because, like, level 1 was a triple item, level 2 was a double item, level 3 was a double item, level 6 was a double item. It's more than likely a heart here.
Oh, it would be good in that it would turn Yumi away to just get the Triforce and be done with it.
Yeah.
Here we go, Manhandla on deck. That's who I actually wanted to replace Princess Zelda. Imagine a Z1 game where you have Princess Manhandla. And it's perfect. You get plants. It's good for the oxygen. You know, much more useful than Zelda. So yes, I am putting in my bid for Fred to maybe be generous enough to make a Princess Manhandla, just so everyone can have the love of the earth.
I appreciate your thoughts on that. I don't know if I want to walk into a room to find the manhandle as whom I'm saving.
You know, and you would get 4 kisses instead of 1.
I mean,
that's a win. That is a win.
let's compare the number of times that I have died to a Manhandla versus the number of times I've died to a Zelda.
Give her time. She'll find a way.
Okay.
She'll find a way. She's sneaky. She's sneaky. You can't trust those sausage lovers.
Can't. I'm sorry, this was the item room. That would have been nice. This is why I don't like 8. I'm a never 8er because this is what happens. You dig it for an hour, and then after I've said this, it's totally gonna be the silvers. But that's not the point. The point is never 8.
Yumi hates 8. Personally, that's one of the banes of his existence. And went back in the room just to look at the heart and be like, ha ha.
As was foretold, by the way. The triple heart 8. And Yumi realizing that they got the floor item, so away with you.
Be gone, 8.
Be gone. Where's level 7?
Level 7, you know what? I think it's in a toot location.
Level 6 is... This is first quest of Overworld, so there's only one.
Oh, first quest Overworld. Oh, it's not mixed Overworld. Oh.
Yep. So it looks like, unless we already saw 7. Never mind. Where's 7? It's right here.
It's just chilling, and Yumi is gonna bet. He's banking on 7 having the boat, even though we got the clue that said the raft is in 7. So yes. I'm thinking this is the way Yumi is thinking. I'm gonna get the raft, and I'm gonna check the 2 raft spots, and maybe Bo is behind the raft.
Yeah, we haven't seen the white sword item, have we?
And
also, what was on the coast?
What was on the coast? Lost dreams. That's exactly what it was. Lost dreams and disappointment.
Oh, more hearts. Got it.
Like I said, lost dreams and hopes. Because you're not going to need it by the time you get to it.
Fair enough. There's our raft out of 7. As was foretold.
Wait.
Oh wait, did Yumi also find the floor item already?
Yumi dodged the raft.
Well, because it can't be unless it's the white sword item, which... White sword was also a heart?
It was a heart, but, wait, I'm just trying to figure out what he's doing. I would get it just so I could burn it, because I'm not rushing anymore. So you just take it, you burn it, and you call it a day. That'll show that ref for trying to make an appearance.
Dumb raft.
Yeah, you gotta show it who's boss.
So okay, if we had to rank the worst item in the game, we all know it's the boomerang, right?
It's the raft.
The raft takes you to 2 places. The flute only takes you to 1, but it's the boomerang.
It takes me to a dungeon I hate, which is 4. So that's why it takes me to a level I hate. So no.
Takes you to sadness. All right.
What if silvers are behind the raft?
Well, they can't be though. We know where all the dungeons are. We've been told we saw the white sword item. I don't remember where we saw the white sword item.
Yeah, but we didn't.
We did. It was
on silvers, though. Did we?
The whites. We haven't. No, we haven't. We know nothing about silvers. They could be here.
So silvers.
Silvers are either here in 7 or they're in 9.
9.
Okay.
Or we could have a mugger that just stole the silvers and was like, ha! I got it, baby. Come and find me. Which would be interesting if you have, items in the wild.
Just hanging out in the wild.
Yeah, imagine, how we have Shop Sanity. It's red ring.
Oh, goodness. So silvers are very much in 9.
9. Yeah,
and
it's at 9.
I think that means there's a heart container in 9 as well. But yeah, Yumi doesn't know. Yumi might think that both bow and silvers are in 9 but I don't think that's setting.
Why do we call the base game, the original game, vanilla? Vitor?
No, this has to do very much with ice cream, where a lot of people consider vanilla ice cream to be the standard bearer of ice cream. The original ice cream, even though, I don't know, chocolate, I think, is the better ice cream between the two. But yeah, it tends to do with the fact that a lot of people consider vanilla ice cream to be, like, the base ice cream.
Yeah. I love me some French vanilla, so you wounded my heart when you said chocolate was better.
French vanilla is also fine. I'm just, like, if I had to pick the number one ice cream that exists in this world, it is mint chocolate chip. Everything else is good, but that is the ultimate.
We're gonna meet outside and we're gonna rumble. Also, to answer Starfall's question, why did Antlers give up? Unintended retries sent him to start. Literally, do not pass go, do not collect $200. It was just soul crushing. So Yumi, you aren't.
So that's 6. Fluting there isn't going to help you, Yumi. Oh no, we're going back into 6. Yumi knows the book's in here, yeah.
Yumi just wants to make his pew-pews from the wand, turn to flames.
It is also the Atlas in this setting, so there is that bonus.
Why dip 6? Why dip 6?
Okay, so I just double-checked the settings for Mag's Rush. Allow important items in 9 is checked.
No! No!
So there is a chance that the bow could be in 9.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought it was turned off. Oh, dear. And see, the longer he goes without, the further we get away from 5.
Yeah. I don't think Yumi knows that the book is in 6. I think that was a room hint in one of the other dungeons that Antlers saw.
Yumi's pew-pew will just light fires. Yay!
I mean,
yay!
It's also the Atlas, so there is an upside to it, right? Like, won't have to look for the map in 9, which is pretty huge. You don't get to play the magic game of find the bomb hole.
It's what makes it fun. Plus, you gotta hear Ganon's roar. You gotta hear that boom, boom, boom. You gotta hear that so you know which way to go. If you have a map, that's already putting it into easy mode.
I never had the joy of hearing that Ganon roar so clearly before.
This is canonically accurate Ganon roar. Canonically accurate.
Yes, absolutely. It's exactly how I hear it in my head when I'm playing as well.
Yes, yes, yes. And chat wants Antlers to tap back in. Chat, chat, please.
All
There
right,
we
there's
go.
book for Yumi, so Yumi should piece out of this dungeon pretty quickly after picking that up. That looks like 3.
All right, Yumi's going to 9. He loves to do the gambler here, and this gambler is going to not do what he thinks it's gonna do.
You'd hope that what happens is Yumi goes
He
to
finds
9.
items fast.
It finds the heart first, and then finds silvers, right? Or finds the heart first, and then immediately knows that whatever is in here, the other item is in the other dungeon. Because the
a question for us. This is Viator. See,
as Link and Zelda? Did you say live action or just like as voice actors?
Live action.
Oh. Honestly, okay, hear me out on this. I would want to hear I'd want to see people who are absolutely unknown actors that could become those characters and live those characters. That way you don't have like any other roles that they've played in the back of your mind when they're being those main characters. Like they could embody Zelda and Link.
You know, see Joe Pesci as the little old man that gives you the sword. Because imagine, he's got that accent like 2 youths, and then he's like, you know what? It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Or I can see it,
I mean, Danny DeVito, be a good old man. They're slinging swords at people.
Oh, so when he does it, he would be like, "This is garbage. This is garbage." Oh yeah. No. Yes, we can have that. And Ganon would be played by
Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh, no. Yeah, 2 youths. Rosie O'Donnell. Oh boy, it's the old woman.
Are we saying Ganon is Rosie O'Donnell? Like what?
No,
what?
The old woman that sells the potion.
I don't know. Anyhow.
You know what? We need to have Liam Neeson as Link. It'd be slightly older, just a little.
Like Link in his later years.
Be like, tell Ganon, look, I have a certain set of skills, and you giving me my Zelda back here, I got a certain set of skills. I can work for you, but you don't want to mess with me. Yeah, we could call it Taken. I don't know what number they're at right now, but we'll go with Taken 9.
So is this so he'll have Ganon on the phone and say, I will find you?
Yes, absolutely.
I will find the Triforce and I will find you and the silver arrows.
Yes, it's 100% possible. Taking Zelda edition, and then you could have Zelda would be played by let's see, who would be the most jankiest Zelda if we cast in real life here? You know what? Fran Drescher as Zelda.
Fran Drescher? I have to look this up now.
Yeah, she's the one that said, "Oh, Mr. Sheffield." She has that.
The voice. Nanny?
Yeah, you can have Fran Drescher as Zelda, and she's going, "Oh,
actually,
you're just a wonderful thing."
You know what? I'm not against it. It should be a good Zelda.
Exactly. This would make millions, and then we could have Channing Tatum, bringing back Magic Gibdo. Instead of Magic Mike, we have Magic Gibdo.
I don't even...
This would be a blockbuster, Vitor.
Magic Gibdo? I'm a little torn on where that one's going.
No, not. He's doing the. Oh man.
By the way, look at all these amazing likes in 9. Just hanging out, wanting to give Link hugs. Where are the Gibdos? They're not hanging out here.
That's because the likes, you know, they're being mean. Mel Brooks should produce this, yes, you know, and we can have even Rick Moranis. I don't know his what, but he did play a good Darth Helmet. So
he did. I would love to see him acting again. Although I heard something like maybe he did something recently.
He retired, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely retired. But I heard that maybe he did something recently, like came out to something or other. I wish I had a better story on that one, but
we have. Yeah, see, when you do comms with me, comms are an adventure, you know, like a choose-your-own adventure book from the 80s. You know,
except for I don't get to act the pages we're flipping to. It's exciting.
Yes, the Tri-Schwartz trilogy. The chat understands me.
They never went back and made the search for more money. I'm still waiting for it. Get it one day.
We need to have a live action just like this. And somewhere I know Rick is like, this is why we keep her locked in the basement.
So bringing it home to Yumi here, just to bring it back to those that are watching and also enjoying the race. Yumi is searching all of 9 to hopefully find a bow and silvers. Not having much luck, throwing himself down every staircase that he comes across.
And right now, this is just stocked full of our Pizza the Hut friends, the likes, and Goria's on deck.
Yeah, it's kind of a slightly unpleasant 9 in that regard. But Mags definitely helps cut through them pretty quickly. But you hope that he finds the two staircases quickly. Chat said there was a roar a little while ago, so we're pretty sure Yumi knows where Ganon is.
But I don't think we found the shutter door that doesn't open.
I don't think so either. Here's that looks like a toilet bowl cleaner.
That's silvers.
Oh, or the silvers. Maybe that's the silvers.
You said toilet bowl cleaner. Oh dear.
Yeah. So
nice.
The
nice
sprite set that Yumi uses are the high, like they have large outlines on them, so you don't miss what they are.
You wanted him to shoot plungers again and be like, "Hey, I'll unclog you, my friend." It's going to be, and we have Tutor here.
This is interesting. We know where Ganon is. We know where Zelda is, and we have the silvers. This is rough.
I'm telling you, I would be noping out right now because this is a big 9.
Well, if Yumi's written off 5, then this is the answer. There is no.
You know what? You can't write off 5 because you never got the item.
Well, but when he went back in and dug around again, like he knew he missed something, but he also was. I think mentally it was like, oh, I must have gotten whatever it is. Like at some point, you just convince yourself it was a heart container and forget about it. At least I do. When I forget about something like that.
All the time, because I don't even use a tracker. See, that's why I would go back to 5, because I don't use a tracker.
I see.
I don't even use tracking in Z3.
I don't use tracking in Z3, but in this game, I absolutely track everything because of the few times that I've had to go back into a dungeon, and I'm like, huh. So Yumi also just now found his path to Zelda. Knows where Ganon is, has path to Zelda, has silvers, wants to buy bow.
At this point, you know what I would do? I'd go back to 7, get the raft, and whittle the wood.
Well,
and
here
make
it is.
my own boat.
Yumi found the heart container in 9. What does Yumi do?
Oh, he's gotta go. He's got to go.
It's that moment. He's gonna start redigging dungeons, and I'm assuming he's gonna go to 5 because there was I thought I found something, but maybe I didn't actually find something. I hope. This is 4? Okay, he's
that's
losing
4. He's going to 5. He knows. He has to know.
Yep. This is good. This is good.
So we're gonna he's probably gonna spend more time in each room just so he can murderize everything.
Absolutely.
And make sure the room is fully clear. But I know Yumi is tilted slightly at the fact that he's had to go to 5 multiple times.
Absolutely.
And when he finds out it was all because of a very cruel wall master that didn't make an appearance, that's gonna tilt him even more.
Oh, not even a question.
Oh yeah, that bow is getting burned without a shadow of a doubt.
So the room below here was a shoot room. And there was a key in it, which means Yumi never walked through the shoot room. Or there's the bow.
That was the room. So, surprisingly, did not burn the bow. I would have torched that bad boy.
That is fair.
But at least Yumi knows everything about 9. So it should be a quicker 9 on Yumi's side. Alright, here we...
You would hope. Yeah, no, if he... I think Yumi is... Well, you would know as he's your mentor. Does he track 9? He tracks 9.
Yes.
Okay. A lot of people may not track other things, but they'll definitely track 9 because you don't want to get
all dungeons. He actually tracks all dungeons. Yep, he gets his little. I don't even know what tracker to use, to be honest, but he has a tracker that allows him to track dungeon rooms.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, he's most definitely going to rush Ganon. And everyone knows what Ganon sounds like. He goes, blah, blah, blah. And we're going to see that battle in just a moment.
Yes, we are. In a nice, simple floor. 4 hits. Ganon will be dead.
Yep, and we know where Zelda is.
Yumi gives him the plunger of death.
I think Yumi, I want to say Yumi has a medicine bottle. I want to say.
Yes. But even if he took a knee and started from the beginning of the dungeon, it's not the worst.
No, it's not. But you just want to end the pain and agony. You just want it to end.
Absolutely. But pretty clear path straight to Zelda. Walk straight through all the rooms.
Yeah.
Avoid the ropes. Don't die to the fire, although you have red mail, ring, thing. You'll be fine.
Almost. Those ropes were chomping at the biddies, and this time Zelda is indeed blocked by something. where you gotta take out the fire. So get your GGs and chat for
All the GGs.
Yumi, who has finally emerged triumphant over 5. That was the true boss character, Vitor.
5, the bow on the river.
Yes. It was totally, that was the final boss for Yumi. Not Ganon, not finding Zelda. That was the actual true test of that poor man's soul. Oh, this is such a cute little emote.
Well, we'll see if Yumi joins us shortly. That tends to be the going situation after completing a run. Yeah, that was some fun. I mean, the post race commentary chat is always fun to see.
Oh, I'm reading the post chat now. Ooh.
That was definitely, it would have, I do feel, while the pain from Antlers, like, missing out on 20 to 25 minutes of gameplay, I think there was actually an opportunity here to have had a close race, given missing the bow in 5.
Yeah, because that was at least a 30-minute loss on Yumi's side, at least. So, Vitor, I agree with you. You know, Antlers may have been able to come back from that deficit, but trying to play while tilted affects your gameplay, so it's negligible. It's negligible. And I guess we're finding out if they're getting invited. I guess Husky is gonna do the invite for them to come join us.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah! Because I know I'm gonna ask Yumi this question. How did you like that 5? Just ask that one question.
That's the only question that we should ask.
Yes, that's the only question. Yumi, my friend, GG's to you, my mentor. I have one question. Was the true final boss level 5?
Yeah, I do that all too often. A wall master. I knew, if you could tell the first time I was in 5, I knew that I missed something. I know I didn't miss track, and I was just like, whatever, I guess. Maybe I picked up a heart and didn't realize it, but I'm pretty good about marking stuff, and I just... That one room had wall masters in it, and I didn't clear it, and yeah, that sucked.
When you were in 9, that was the thought that maybe you thought it was a heart and moved on, but absolutely.
Yeah.
The worst part was, I think the first time you were in 5, you probably thought it was ladder blocked.
Yep, that too. Me and Antlers were just talking about that. I didn't see that one corner room, so I was thinking hard ladder block.
Which didn't actually hurt you, but it was later.
Yeah, that part didn't really hurt that bad. It was the missing bow, but obviously it sucks to win this way. Like, GG Antlers, man. I don't know. Even with the reset, with how bad I fudged up that end. I mean, the seed sucked. Like, you know, and it didn't suck. Like, it wasn't hard. It was just we had to do a lot of stuff. Like, all the Triforces and items were like really deep in dungeons and.
Yeah, it was. If you wrong way it, or certainly if you think you missed the bow in 5, like that, definitely is gonna be a rough one. The level 8 was terrible. I saw that on your end.
Yeah.
Can't
That's
remember
rough.
the level 6 didn't look super fun, but it looked like you got the whatever was the ladder out of there pretty quick.
6 wouldn't have been bad if I didn't have to go in. I wouldn't have dug 6. If I just needed silvers, and not silvers and bow, like if I'd have picked up bow, I never would have went back into redig 6. I never would have went back into redig 7. Like,
If it was silvers only, I know that you would just go right to 9.
oh
Yep.
yeah,
And
we would
just-
have been beelining it to 9, but yeah.
That 8 was a huge time sink, unfortunately.
Yeah, that 8 was just brutal. I mean, nothing you can really do about it. It's just,
When you're
Yeah,
looking
I
for
mean,
2 items, you're looking for 2 items.
yeah, I mean, it was triple heart 8. That's when I started to worry, when I was like, oh man, this means that like silvers and bow are likely in 9. That would be wild. That's when I started worrying about 5. I almost went back to 5 before going to 9, but I also knew that Antlers had forfeited, so like obviously strategies were a little different. Like I was just like, let's just, get all the items, because why not? You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's hard to tell. I mean, this obviously isn't a real win, but I know Antlers with the tournament, he was very, very deep, and I know I won't speak for him, but I know it's kind of a silver lining. He's kind of wants a break anyway, so kind of worked out.
Yeah, I was kind of ready to be done with tournaments for now anyway. So I had honestly completely forgotten about TTP at a certain point with getting to the Final Four again in in the major tournament, and then also being in the SMB3 tournament, and then just real life's busy and weird right now too. So it's like, yeah, it's just a little tournament fatigue at the moment. So I was not all that upset about it. I was annoyed because I felt like I was playing really well, but other than that, I just wasn't. I didn't want to play all that again, because I lost like essentially all of my progress other than like the Lost Hills and like the right side forest, which I hadn't even gotten. I would have had to go back to 5, redo all of that. I would have had to redo all of 3 and redo all of 2. I had all of those full cleared at that point, and I would have had to redo all of it.
Although you would have done them much more quickly, right? Knowing where everything was, but it
Well,
still would have been a bear.
There's that, but also like I didn't remember where any of the secrets were, like any of the take any caves. I don't mark like secrets that I find on the overworld or take any's or anything like that. I just remember that I've cleared that, that space on the overworld. Sure. So that was another reason. I almost went ahead and like tried to redo it, but then I just started thinking about like all the secrets and stuff, and I'm like, nah, screw that.
Yeah, and I'm sure you're kind of needing a break anyways, played into it. Like you're like, screw it, let's let Yumi win.
Well, I didn't think I was coming back at that point too. Like, I mean, I wasn't anticipating you missing missing the bow in 5.
Yeah.
But I'm not that upset about it either. Like, if I had played it out, I think there's a decent chance that I would have come back, but who knows? I could have last location the ladder or something,
Probably.
There's always anything could happen, right?
The ladder wasn't a dumb spot. I mean, you had to get recorder.
Yeah, I did have a recorder, and I was heading toward the Deadwoods.
Yep.
I was gonna do the start area and then the Deadwoods, so I probably would have found 6.
Yeah.
But I had the hint for the book. So if I don't find the ladder on the way to the Triforce, I probably don't dig for it. If I find the try before the ladder.
And it wasn't a weird spot. I just happened to go in a lucky, weird way. Like, it was like way in the bottom left corner, way away from the Triforce. I just always try to go left and right first, and I think most people, you probably might have went down. I mean, who knows? It's all theoretical, but yeah, I guess.
Right.
But if you find the ladder though pretty quick, with all the shenanigans that happened with me, like, you probably would have came back, or it would have been really close. I mean, 20 minutes is a long time.
It is.
Yeah, it was actually more. It was actually more like probably over 25
Yeah,
when I
that's
actually looked at the time, but it was.
Well, that
it
would
was
have been embarrassing. So I'm kind of low key glad you didn't finish it, because that would have been hella embarrassing. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. Well, take a break and chill, and I can
Finally
actually
get back to some vanilla here and there.
Yeah, I got bounced from the main tournament on a stupid. I had it won, but on that one and done
Oh, I
in
remember
9,
that.
I was in 9 like 5-6 minutes before my opponent, and got turned around in 9 and got knocked out the first round. So I'm ready to play some more tournaments. So it kind of works out. And
Nice. Well, guys, thank you so much for the race. We really do appreciate it. It was a lot of fun to commentate, although unfortunate that Antlers dropped out early.
Yeah.
I had a great time with Chris over here. I'm sorry, baby Gannon. So is that
Baby
what we're rolling?
Gannon. Yes, I have embraced it.
I will say that one last thing is that it's kind of weird, like a weird situation. Like, I knew that Antlers forfeited and was done, and I know like it was just me going, so there was like a little bit of extra pressure to like like play well, because like all eyes on you now. Don't screw this free seed up. And like, it's funny because I did exactly that. Like, I just did something stupid, and it's a little bit weird playing like against yourself and knowing that it's being restreamed. So maybe I'll use that as an excuse for screwing up. But
Yeah, I mean, you didn't do anything
it changes
like
your mindset. I've been in that position before. It definitely changes your mindset.
it
a
does,
lot.
man. It's weird. Like, it's a weird thing to be doing. So
Yeah, and that's why I hated to forfeit too. Like, I didn't, I didn't want to make things weird for you, and have let the restream down as well. But yeah, I tried to, like, I sat in that wood sword cave like for probably 30 seconds before I finally forfeited.
Well, I was wondering on my end too. Like, is there like any ethics to that? Like, should I have been like, let's just start over? Like, that was crossing my mind too.
Nah,
Like,
No,
I didn't
you
know.
take the win.
you play the game as it was. If Antlers, I mean, like that's just
All right.
how it is.
It's like that. I can't remember what football coach it was, but where he's like going off in that press conference, like, you play to win the game.
Well, I think it's also like, I mean, it could have been any number of things that could have thrown Antlers off, right? That's not you just play your game. You play your game the best you can.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah.
You play it to the end.
All right. As long as I don't look like a turd, it's like, it's all right.
I would, if you had like dropped out or forfeited or something, I would have been like, dude, what are you doing?
You know what?
Alright.
To Vitor, it's the Jets coach. Oh poop. Edwards. Coach.
Oh, was that
Edwards.
Herm Edwards? Okay.
Yeah, Herm Edwards.
I remember him saying, "Don't press send." That's the one I remember from him.
Yeah. He's the one who's like, you play to win the game. And I'm like,
Yeah.
but you guys are the New York Jets. You never win the game, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, he understands that that's what you're supposed to do, but
Right.
Poorly executed.
I think it's in any race you're playing the race to win, and you can't really be concerned with what your opponents do or don't do.
Yeah.
You just play the best game you can, and if you've crossed the finish line first, then you cross the finish line first.
All right. Cool.
Absolutely.
We'll take it then. Well, thanks guys for doing the comms. We really appreciate it. Thanks, Antlers, for the race, man.
Yeah, GG's, dude. Good luck going forward. We'll be rooting for you.
Thanks, I appreciate it, man.
Well, I guess it's time for us, VTorp, to end our great Explorino into commentary land. You know, to Yumi and Antlers, this is VTorp's gallant return into commentary.
Woohoo.
Yeah,
Yes.
awesome. Love it.
So, VTorp, do you have any last words?
I have many last words. The main ones of which is, seriously, follow these runners. They play the game to have fun, but also, you know, they're streaming, and if you're watching and you're enjoying it, give them a follow. Give our tracker a follow and thank them profusely, because they know things that we don't, like how to track, which is so amazing and helpful and absolutely welcome. Husky is amazing and deserves every bit of love that everyone has for Husky. That's honestly my last word. Thank you so much, Christopher. I'm sorry, Baby Gannon. Baby Gannon. Thank you so much, Baby Gannon, for being here and making this a joy to commentate again.
Playing off my name. I love it. And here's the end of the road for us today in TV Land. You know, GG's to Yumi. I know this is not the type of win that you want, and it gives you another opportunity to get even on that 5. But we need to give a big fat follow to Mr. Sunday Bunday VTorp, because he is so awesome to watch. I watch him religiously when he does when he's on and he's streaming. You know, Bunday, it wouldn't be a great day without a Bunday. So make sure you give him a big fat follow, and absolutely follow those runners. Follow Husky, everybody. This is a great community, and if you want to join our community, you know, the Z1R community is open armed. We don't give like hugs, but we will embrace you and help you. In fact, there is a tourney that will be coming up called the Rookie Rumble. That is where you can take on fellow rookies like myself, and we get adopted by mentor. Yumi is my mentor, and I am excited to be with him, you know, as I disappoint him in the tournament with absolute potato gameplay. But you guys have the bestest night. Speed Gaming and Smiles, you guys know that you handle the business, and we love you for it. And chat, stay winning, and remember, continue to roast Baby Gannon's chestnuts over an open fire. You guys have a great one, and we'll see you on the other side of the next sausage find. Take care, and bye-bye.